Welcome to Surprise Insights. If you're ready for a mind-melting experience, stay tuned because today we're diving into 25 shocking, unbelievable facts that might just make you question everything. From bizarre historical events to mind-bending science, these facts will challenge what you think you know about the world. And hey, if you enjoy these kinds of discoveries, make sure to hit subscribe to join us for more fascinating insights. 25. More French soldiers died during World War I than all American soldiers in U.S. history. Let's start off with a staggering statistic. More French soldiers died during World War I than American soldiers in all of U.S. history. France, while significantly smaller than the U.S., endured a catastrophic toll, over 1.5 million soldiers killed. To put that in perspective, that's more than all American soldiers lost in every U.S. war combined. A generation of young men gone, entire families changed forever. Imagine the grief felt across France. Nearly every community, every family, had lost someone. 24. The U.S. government's zombie apocalypse plan. Ever wondered if the government has an action plan for every scenario? Turns out, they do. The U.S. government actually has an official strategy for a zombie apocalypse. The document, called Plan 8888 or the Counter-Zombie Dominance Plan, outlines how the military would handle a zombie outbreak, from controlling the spread to protecting survivors. Though it was created as a training exercise, it shows just how seriously the government considers preparedness, even for the most ridiculous situations. 23. Male PMS. It's real. Ladies, you're not alone when it comes to monthly mood swings. Research shows that men experience hormonal cycles too, which can lead to irritability, low energy, and mood swings, sometimes called irritable male syndrome. While they don't have all the symptoms of PMS, the impact is real. So, next time your partner seems off, remember, it might just be his time of the month. 22. Internal deodorant. Odor-free from the inside out. Imagine if there was a way to neutralize embarrassing odors from the inside. Enter Deodorant, an FDA-approved internal deodorant that actually keeps gas and bowel movements odor-free. There are chewable tablets and capsules designed to make public bathroom exits less awkward. So yes, you can live without the fear of making a grand exit from a restroom. 21. Sesame seeds were once worth more than gold. Back in the Middle Ages, those tiny sesame seeds on your burger bun were once more valuable than gold. Not only were they used for food, but they were also used in medicine and religious rituals, which made them highly sought after. Some cultures even used them as currency. So, when you enjoy a sesame bagel or tahini dip, remember, you're indulging in what was once a luxurious treat reserved for royalty. 20. Graham's number. The biggest number you'll never comprehend. Meet Graham's number, a number so enormous that our entire observable universe isn't big enough to write it out in standard form. This mind-boggling number, created to solve a problem in combinatorics, is one of the largest numbers used in mathematics. It's so large that if you tried to write it out, each digit would need its own individual space the size of the smallest theoretical unit of measurement in the universe. It's beyond comprehension, and yet, it's real. 19. The FDA once banned sliced bread. Yes, you heard that right. In 1943, during World War II, the U.S. government banned pre-sliced bread to conserve resources, like wax paper and plastic, used to wrap it. But people were so upset that the ban only lasted a few months. Who would have thought that sliced bread would be missed so dearly? 18. The soccer game that started a war. In 1969, a soccer game between El Salvador and Honduras triggered what became known as the Soccer War. While tensions were already high due to social and economic issues, the match became a flashpoint, sparking a 100-hour conflict that left thousands dead. It's a reminder of how intense national pride can escalate even the simplest of events into something much larger. 17. Mongolia's one-boat navy. Mongolia, known for its vast steppes and nomadic culture, has a navy of just one tugboat, to be precise. It patrols Lake Kovskal, the country's largest freshwater lake, with a crew of 7. While they're not taking on high seas piracy, they're essential for protecting this national treasure and preserving its ecosystem. 16. Venus flytraps can count. The Venus flytrap, that bug-eating wonder of the plant world, has a surprising skill. It can count. When an insect lands inside, the plant counts the number of times the prey triggers its tiny hairs. After 5 touches, it snaps shut. This process helps conserve energy, as the plant won't waste time closing if it doesn't sense a genuine meal. 15. The shortest verse in the English Bible. In John 11 verse 35, the shortest verse in the English Bible, it simply reads, "Jesus wept." These two words capture the depth of Jesus' compassion and his shared sorrow with those around him. It's a profound moment of human vulnerability and empathy that resonates deeply for many readers. 14. A group of rhinos is called a crash. Rhinos are formidable creatures, and fittingly, a group of them is called a crash. With some species weighing over 6,000 pounds and moving with surprising speed, they're like armored tanks on the savannah. The next time you see a group, remember, it's not just a herd, it's a crash. 13. Rabbits can't vomit. Unlike many animals, rabbits can't vomit. Their digestive systems only move in one direction due to a muscular ring called the pyloric sphincter that keeps everything moving forward. Because of this, rabbits are vulnerable to digestive issues, making their diet especially important. 12. Raccoons wash their food. Raccoons have a quirky habit of dipping their food in water before eating. Scientists believe this isn't about cleanliness, but rather to enhance their sense of touch. Wetting their paws increases sensitivity, allowing raccoons to better identify their food. This odd habit is both clever and adorable. 11. The only person who can change pupil size at will. One man can control the size of his pupils on command. By focusing on objects at different distances, he discovered he could change his pupil size, defying the usual automatic response to light. This unique skill opens up exciting possibilities for research into the mind-body connection. 10. A cricket's chirp can tell the temperature. Crickets chirping isn't just background noise, it can actually tell you the temperature. By counting the number of chirps in 15 seconds and adding 40, you can estimate the temperature in Fahrenheit. Try it next time you're outdoors and see if you're accurate. 9. Bananas are technically berries, but strawberries aren't. Here's a surprise for your next smoothie. Bananas are botanically classified as berries, while strawberries are not. In botanical terms, a true berry must develop from one flower with one ovary, which makes bananas a berry. Strawberries, on the other hand, are classified as aggregate fruits because they come from a flower with multiple ovaries. So next time you call strawberries berries, you'll know they're technically imposters. 8. The shortest commercial flight in the world. Did you know that the shortest commercial flight in the world lasts just 57 seconds? It's operated by Loganair and connects two Scottish islands, Westray and Papa Westray, separated by only 1.7 miles. It's a time saver for residents and a quirky bucket list item for aviation enthusiasts. Despite its brevity, it's a full-service flight, complete with announcements and a flight attendant. 7. There are more possible chess moves than atoms in the observable universe. Chess might seem straightforward, but the complexity hidden within those 64 squares is astonishing. There are more possible moves in chess than there are atoms in the entire observable universe. Specifically, there are about 10 to the power of 120 possible positions in chess, which outnumbers the estimated 10 to the power of 80 atoms in the universe. This massive number is why chess computers can only calculate so many moves ahead, despite their powerful processing abilities. 6. Octopuses have 3 hearts and blue blood. Octopuses are fascinating, alien-like creatures, and they come with some pretty incredible features. Unlike humans, they have 3 hearts, 2 that pump blood to their gills and 1 that pumps it to the rest of their body. And their blood. It's blue, thanks to a copper-based molecule called hemocyanin, which is more efficient than iron-based hemoglobin in cold, low-oxygen environments. Their unique circulatory system helps them survive deep under the sea, where oxygen is scarce. 5. A jiffy is a real unit of time. You might say, "I'll be there in a jiffy," without realizing that a jiffy is an actual unit of time. In scientific terms, a jiffy refers to the time it takes light to travel 1 centimeter in a vacuum, which is roughly 33.3564 picoseconds, or trillionths of a second. So, technically, when you say a jiffy, you're committing to an incredibly brief amount of time, much shorter than anyone expects. 4. Most people in Iceland believe in elves. In Iceland, a significant portion of the population believes in the existence of huldufolk, or hidden folk, often associated with elves. These beings are thought to live in rocks and hillsides, and construction projects have even been altered or delayed to avoid disturbing their supposed habitats. It's a blend of folklore and superstition that remains deeply ingrained in Icelandic culture today, showcasing the country's respect for its mystical roots. 3. Cleopatra lived closer to the moon landing than to the building of the pyramids. It sounds impossible, but Cleopatra lived closer in time to the moon landing than to the construction of the Great Pyramids of Giza. The pyramids were built around 4,500 years ago, while Cleopatra reigned just over 2,000 years ago. In other words, she was separated from the moon landing by less time than from the pharaohs who built the pyramids. 2. The internet weighs about the same as a strawberry. Here's a wild thought. If you could weigh all the electrons in motion that make up the entire internet, it would weigh roughly the same as a strawberry. While it's tricky to calculate, scientists estimate the weight at about 50 grams. That means the combined energy of billions of web pages, emails, videos, and files exists in a tiny mass. 1. Honey never spoils. Our final mind-blowing fact is as sweet as it gets. Honey is the only food that truly never spoils. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are still edible after thousands of years. Honey's low water content, high acidity, and natural enzymes create a perfect preservative environment, which keeps bacteria and fungi from thriving. So, your honey might outlive you. And there you have it, 25 unbelievable, surprising, and delightful facts to share at your next get-together. Which fact surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And remember, there's so much more to discover, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Surprise Insights for more content that'll keep you guessing. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep unlocking the unexpected.